Is there something that could help us hear God's voice more clearly? Well, yes. His written word helps us recognize his spoken word in our hearts. And so then the question becomes, yeah, but how do I understand the written word? We've been looking at 5 keys, and the first 2 were the Bible's about God. Make him the main character. And also, he's given us his Holy Spirit as a gift. These aren't simplistic steps, but things that'll help us. So here's the 3rd key. The Bible is one story. Wait a minute. There's tons of stories in the Bible. Whether you grew up in church or it's relatively new, you'll know there's a lot of stories, but are they in order? Some don't make sense. Why is there an Old Testament? Why is there a New Testament? I found myself really confused about this until someone told me that it's one complete story. And here's the thing. Jesus tells us when he appeared to the disciples on the road to Emmaus, he said he took everything that was written from Moses, all the prophets, and he explained to them the things concerning himself in all the scriptures. You see, each story, all the history, all the laws, all the unusual words from the prophets, everything points to Jesus. So, what is this one story? Well, it starts, thankfully, at the very first line, in the beginning. All stories have a beginning. So this we see, God just was creating everything. He was taking everything out of darkness and chaos and bringing it to life and to order. And then he made mankind, Adam and Eve, and he put them in a garden. And he said, I'm giving you all authority. But he didn't create robots. So there was one forbidden fruit. He said, don't eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. He didn't want mankind focused on themselves and left up to themselves to figure everything out. He wanted to do life with us and his way, but he had to give a forbidden fruit because if you don't have the option to say no, your yes has no meaning. So they took that option. And the whole rest of the Bible is God pursuing man, waiting for each person to use their free will to say, yes, God. So he enacted a plan that he had before the beginning of time, that he would bring salvation through a people. So that is amazing. So what I like to do is describe the Bible in 6 acts of play. Starting with creation, and the second one is mankind trying to do their own thing. And then the last act is still being written. So I'm hoping that this will put an excitement in you to be able to describe the one story yourself. Because when we know that the Bible is one story, we're protected from limiting the Bible into little morals and bite-sized pieces of devotions and all this stuff. And we keep the wonder and the majesty and the glory. So over to you, Yo. How would you describe the one story of the Bible? How would you describe the components? How would you describe it to a child? How do you keep it foremost in your mind as one story? Till next time, keep reading the Bible, asking God, what does this show me about you? And ask, Lord, thank you for the gift of your Holy Spirit to help. Thank you.